Hey YouTube, MrRampro here. I wanted to do a quick video just on some of my findings with the cheaper Korean-made magazines that are kind of the Glock knockoff magazines. In an effort to save money at the range and stuff like that, I bought 4 or 5 of these cheaper Korean-made knockoff magazines that are not stamped Glock, so they're not the factory magazines. And I bought the conversion barrel for the Glock 22. So you can see that there, that's the Storm Lake version. And bought the conversion barrel, a whole bunch of cheap ammo, and went out expecting to be able to, shoot all day long for a fraction of the price. Well, what happened was a ton of failure to feeds and a lot of frustration and just ticked off, kind of thing. I knew that I potentially could have some issues going into it just because of the nature of what I was trying to do. So I kind of had an idea of it, and I did mark the magazines before I went, just 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then also did a color paint. These were brown. My 9mm are brown, and then my 40s are this olive drab color. So either way, I noticed that it was with primarily every magazine. There wasn't just one magazine that was having a failure to fire, and it was every other round. So it was quite ridiculous, not fun whatsoever. So we came home, started taking the magazines apart, and started noticing that a lot of the plastic works and stuff like that, the injection molded plastics for this magazine were, pretty crappy to say the least. Fit and finish, obviously, is not going to be that good. You're getting, a $10 Korean-made magazine that's a knockoff of your regular. I think $30 is what you're paying for the regular Glock magazines, something like that, 20, $30. But anyways, internal, I don't know if you can see this or not. My lighting situation is not the smartest for this, but you can see a little bit of overhang and stuff like that with the plastic. I went and trimmed up as much of it as I could. This is one that's obviously still apart with all the guts hanging out, but I trimmed these up. I was only able to get about 4 rounds into each one, 4 to 6 rounds into each magazine beforehand without feeling like I was going to snap my thumb in half. So afterwards, I got to 10, and 10 gets to be a little strong. So I'm hoping that over time, the break-in period of the spring and stuff like that might, lend itself to giving me more rounds. You're definitely not getting the 17 that's advertised on the magazine. But, as well as I do, these factory mags are a little tight in the beginning, so you can kind of get them broken in over time. So I'm hoping that that'll work out for us, and we'll see how it goes. I just wanted to kind of bring it up because in an effort to save a ton of money, and go the cheap route and stuff like that, as far as the magazines and the ammo, I'm not 100%, it's not the ammo, so I'll be upgrading the ammo, and after this little messing around with the magazines, if this doesn't work, I'll just drop it and go buy the factory magazines. The Storm Lake barrels are fairly expensive in comparison to your, what's the other one? I think Wolf barrels or something like that, Lone Wolf barrels. These Storm Lake barrels are fairly expensive compared to those. I mean, not that much more. I think about $20, $30 per barrel, but this is $130 for the barrel. But I wanted the length to get my Glock 22 and my Glock 35, so I could, have the ability to swap either one out. They're both full size, so these full size Glock 17 knockoff mags would do the trick, in theory. So we'll see how it works. So far, I haven't saved a ton of money. I've just gained frustration and the ability to pound a couple extra brewskis out of the scenario. But I just took a regular cheap razor knife because you will nick up, a good blade. So don't use one of your nicer knives, obviously. I went through and trimmed a lot of the throat and stuff like that out, and we'll see how it works. I just wanted to kind of give a quick video and kind of give you guys an update on it, and we'll do another range video and let you guys know how it worked out. Thanks a lot. Bye.